sit, sit. Okay, Namaste. Hello everybody. So we have a very special guest with us today. This is my dog Bo, aka Bozilla. He's a big baby and a giant lap dog, as you can tell. So we're going to have him as our trusty yoga sidekick today, hopefully, if he can relax with us. Today I have a wonderful prenatal yoga. It's good for all trimesters and not just pregnant people. If you're looking for just a beautiful, gentle, deep stretch, this is good for just about all levels. I'm about 15 weeks pregnant with my second child, so I just got into my second trimester. We're going to be doing a lot of these prenatal videos since I am pregnant. I would like to continue doing them, and I know that a lot of women feel pain and discomforts throughout pregnancy, so I would like to help soothe and relax some of those pregnancy woes that a lot of women feel. So today we're going to go ahead and just have a pillow or blanket nearby if you choose, but that is the only thing you need besides your beautiful self and your baby. Alright, come here. Come here. Hopefully this works out with him. We're going to go ahead and begin. Bo, can you flats? Flats. Good boy. Alright, we're going to go ahead and begin today seated in a comfortable position, propped up on that pillow or blanket if you choose. Once you get there, take a big deep breath in, rolling the shoulders up, back, and down away from the ears. You can place your hands either in your lap or on our belly, on our babies. And we're going to go ahead and gently close the eyelids. We're going to begin to focus on our breath and connect to our babies. Try to imagine your baby. Feel the love that you feel for this child who you have not met yet, but you love so deeply already and probably have a very strong connection to already at this time. No matter where you are throughout your pregnancy, just connect to that child. Send that loving energy that you do feel for that child directly towards your womb. Your baby will be able to pick up on it. If you want to, go ahead and rub your belly. Feel the gratitude that you feel for this life growing in you and for your body that is able to sustain and grow another human being, which is absolutely mind-blowing. What started off as one little cell becomes millions of cells and a living, breathing, talking human. So just really appreciate your body, what it's doing. Go ahead and turn your lips up into a smile. Today is a beautiful day. There's nothing more important in this moment than being here right now and connecting with that baby. Or if you're not pregnant, just connecting with your mind and your breath and your body. Wonderful. Go ahead and gently bat your eyelids open. We're going to go ahead and begin. So we're going to go ahead and stay in this comfortable seated position. Thanks, Bo. He's adorable, but he's very drooly. Alright, we're going to go ahead and begin with some deep side stretches. Now, during pregnancy, most women sleep on one side or the other, and it's healthy to sleep on your sides during pregnancy. So those side bodies get very tight and cramped up. I know I wake up a lot throughout the night, which is very bad hip pain and side pain just from sleeping on my left side especially, but then flipping over to your right, especially when that left side gets very sore. So then both sides are just equally as sore. So we're going to go ahead and take a deep breath in, reaching your arms up overhead. Now I'm going to mirror you with the yoga postures. So go ahead and set your left arm down towards the left side of your mat, reaching your right arm up and over. Big stretch through the side body, pulling back that right shoulder, spiraling our heart towards up the sky. If you have a little bit more stretch, go ahead and come down onto that elbow, and you'll definitely feel the increase in stretch along the side. Big, deep belly breaths. Go ahead and play around here, maybe rolling your shoulder forward, pulling it back, just going to where you feel the most stretch. Good. Take a big inhale, coming to center, reaching your arms up overhead. And switching to the opposite side, so right hand, right side of the mat, left arm up and over, pulling back our shoulder, sorry. Breathing deep in that side body. If you have more stretch, go ahead and drop that right elbow down to the mat. Make sure you're keeping both sit bones grounded here. You don't want to be hiking up off that left hip. You want to have them both planted and grounded. Good. Next inhale, come up to center, reaching your arms up overhead. And exhale, hands to heart center. Great. We're going to go ahead and come into cobbler's position. So feet together, insides of the feet together, touching. Now during pregnancy, you want to have that, you don't want to have your feet all the way up into your pelvis. You want to have them, you know, a bit out so that you can make room for that belly, that growing belly. We're going to go ahead and just flap our little butterfly wings, getting some movement into the hips. Wonderful. We'll go ahead and find some stillness. And when you feel comfortable, if this is just perfectly comfortable for you and you're already feeling the stretch along the inner thighs and the hips, please stay here. If you have a little bit more stretch to give, go ahead and grab the feet. Having a straight, flat back, shoulders away from the ears, begin to pull your torso towards your feet. Just be mindful to bend at the hips and not through the lumbar spine. So you don't want to be like this. You want to be long and stretched out and then just tipping from the hips. And if you would like to, go ahead and put the same elbows on the same knees, and you're just going to go ahead and push down. And that will increase the intensity of the stretch. Again, deep belly breaths. That's very good for the baby to send oxygen to the baby and blood. So just make sure the big belly breaths are happening. And a lot of the time, if you notice and you pay attention, you'll notice that when you take a big, deep belly breath, the baby will start to move a little bit more, responding to the big breath that you took. Okay, on your next inhale, go ahead and come up to center. Go ahead and bring your knees together, and we're going to go ahead and gently and mindfully drop to one side, making sure you're not twisting, because we want to have our belly the same position as our hips. And dropping to the other side, to the other side, and once more in the other direction. Great. Alright, go ahead and pull that pillow or blanket out from under you. Place it to the side for right now. We're going to go ahead and move slowly into our tabletop position. Alright, once you're there, shoulders over wrists, hips over knees. We're going to go ahead and do cat-cow. However, we don't want to go too deep into our cow stretch because you don't want to drop your belly too far down. You want to keep your spine straight and to keep everything in a line here. So you're going to inhale. Do more of a stretch from the chest. So just looking up with your neck, reaching forward with your chest, not dropping too deep into that belly, just because of that extra weight from the baby will pull down on the spine. And that's not good. We want to keep a strong spine and healthy back. And exhale, tuck the tailbone, tuck the chin, push up through the back. Inhale, bringing the chest forward. If you're not pregnant, go ahead and drop the belly all the way. And exhale, push up. Inhale, chest forward, chin up. Exhale, tucking. Good. Inhale, neutral spine. We're going to go look to one hip and then to the other. So inhale, exhale, look towards that right hip, bending through the left side body. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, looking towards the left hip, stretching through the right side body. Inhale to center. Exhale, right hip. Inhale, center. Exhale, look to the left hip. Inhale to center. Exhale to the right hip. Inhale. Exhale to the left hip. And inhale to center. Good. Now during pregnancy, a lot of women can feel cramping in their feet or in their calves. So we're going to go ahead and stretch out the feet here. So tucking the toes underneath. Now you can just stay here if this is a really good stretch already for you. But if you have some more stretch, you can just go ahead and slide your hands back to where you start to begin to feel the stretch, possibly coming up onto those toes. This is really good for stretching the plantar fascia in our feet, and that will help with any plantar fasciitis that anybody feels, or just general feet pain, especially during pregnancy that you feel. It's very good to stretch out the feet. So bringing the shoulders away from the ears, sitting up tall if you're up in this upright position. And just enjoying the stretch in those feet. Go ahead and gently close your eyes and bring your awareness back to your breath, back to your baby. If it helps to put your hands on your belly, please go ahead and do so. inhale. And exhale. If you're up in this upright position, go ahead and begin to walk the hands back towards tabletop position. We're going to do a big stretch for the calf muscles. So go ahead and extend one leg, keeping the other one bent. Tuck under the toes. And then we're going to go ahead and push back. So you're trying to imagine like you're pushing your heel towards the ground. Obviously, it's not going to reach the ground, I guess, unless you're super stretchy, which in that case, kudos to you. We're going to go ahead and make sure that we're keeping our hips in a line. So you're not coming up with one hip more than the other, keeping them in a straight line, slight bend in those elbows, and just pushing back through that calf. Good. Go ahead and bend that knee. I'm going to switch to the opposite side. So now tucking the left toes, or your opposite toes, whichever one you did. Making sure the hips are in line. And now pushing the heel towards the ground. Alright, go ahead and bend that knee. We're going to go ahead and go into a child's position. So bringing the knees out very wide, making room for the belly. Big toes together, high bow. And we're going to go ahead and sit our heels back toward, our bottoms towards our heels. If you need your pillow or blanket to prop up right here on your feet, can help take some of the weight off of your quad muscles. Otherwise, can you sit? Sit. Good boy. Alright, I'm going to try to make this work. You're going to go ahead and outstretch your hands straight out in front of you. Thanks, buddy. Breathing deep into the back, feeling that expansion. And just trying to really focus on relaxing your lower back muscles. This is a wonderful stretch to do during pregnancy as we carry a lot of weight in our front. So stretching out that lower back is really important for our spine health and just our general well-being. So make sure you're staying active through the fingertips and pulling your fingers forward, so that you feel more of a stretch in that back. And you can set your forehead down on the mat. Right, great. On our next inhale, go ahead and push yourself up into tabletop position. I'm big baby. Wonderful. Alright, we're going to go ahead and tuck our toes. And we're going to push up into a downward dog. So pushing up with the tailbone, bringing our heels down towards the mat, slight bend in the elbows, pushing our chest down to your thighs. So sternum towards the thighs, tailbone up high. Go ahead and walk it out here, straightening one leg, bending the other. And when you're ready, go ahead and step your feet up towards your hands. We're going to inhale to a flat back. Exhale, forward folds, like bend in the knees. And then we're going to go inhale, roll up one vertebrae at a time till you come to standing. And once you're there, inhale, reach the arms up, palms together, and exhale, hands to heart center. Okay, we're going to go ahead and step lengthwise on our mat, stepping our feet out wide. We're going to come into a goddess posture. So having your feet turned slightly out. And we're going to take an inhale and exhale. Go ahead and just squat down, keeping a neutral spine. So you don't want to be like, booty popping. You want to keep it all just in a line here. So imagine like you're tucking your tailbone under, having your knees over your ankles, not coming way out in front of your toes, having them in a line, and tucking your tailbone, torso up, shoulders away from the ears, hands to heart center, our goddess posture. This posture is very good for opening the inner thighs, opening our hips, which is really important to do during pregnancy, as it can help widen the hips for helping the baby get into the birth canal. When that's time, obviously. Go ahead and close your eyes. Bring your awareness internally. Noticing your breath. Good. And inhale, straightening your legs. And exhale, we're going to go ahead and drop down once more. Inhale, straighten. I know I said once more for the last one, but let's do it one more time. Inhale. And exhale, drop down. And make sure you're hugging that baby in, so pulling your baby towards your back, towards your spine. Good. Inhale. Straighten your legs. Go ahead and heel toe them in so that they're about hip distance apart. We're going to inhale, reach up, and exhale, come down into a yogi squat. So that is bringing your bottom towards the mat, pushing your knees out with your elbows, tucking your tailbone under, shoulders away from ears. This is a great stretch to do during pregnancy, as again it opens and widens the hips, and it's also a very good posture for when you're in labor. It can help ease some pain and help the baby drop down. And close your eyelids. Breathe deep into the belly. Go ahead and do a couple pelvic floor exercises while you're down here, which is very good for pregnancy and then for post-pregnancy. So we're going to go ahead and inhale. Relax your pelvic floor, and exhale. Go ahead and squeeze your pelvic floor like you're trying to stop the flow of urine. pulling upwards, and then inhale, relax. Exhale, squeeze, pull upwards, hug your baby in. Inhale, relax. One more time. Exhale, squeeze. And inhale, relax. And just regular breathing. Okay, we're going to go ahead and drop those hands to the mat, and we're going to very slowly go ahead and come to your knees, but wide-legged knees. We're going to go into our frog posture. I'm going to turn sideways so you can see me a little bit better. So bringing the knees out wide. Now you want your heels and your ankles just directly in line with your knees. So wherever they stretch to, just make sure that you move your ankles so that they're all in line. Flexing the feet out towards the side. And now once you're here, go ahead, if you have the stretch to come down to your elbows, you can put your pillow or blanket at your elbows too if that's a bit more comfortable. And now play around here. You can come forward or push yourself back. Just go to where you feel the biggest stretch. Once you're there, just hold. Close your eyes and breathe. Try to relax your face. Alright, next inhale, go ahead and push up gently onto your hands. And very mindfully and slowly pick up one knee, push it a little towards the midline, pick up the other one. And just come back to tabletop position. Okay, once you're here, we're going to go into our pigeon posture. So go ahead and bring the right knee towards the right wrist. We're going to go ahead and sink deep in our hips, checking behind us to make sure that our hips are square. Now, if you need more of a stretch, you can bring this foot up so that your shin is more parallel with the front of your mat. And then if you need, let's see if I can get this, my monkey toes. If you need your pillow or blanket, and you can tuck it underneath that right hip, and that might make this position a bit more comfortable. Otherwise, if you enjoy the deep stretch, go ahead and take that out, and then go ahead and take an inhale, lengthen, and exhale, come down to your elbows, and then you can set your forehead down on the mat. Now, this stretch is really wonderful during pregnancy, as a lot of women suffer from sciatic nerve pain. And this will release the piriformis muscle, which is a deep muscle in our glutes, that when that is tight, it pulls and it holds down that sciatic nerve, which can cause that pain that a lot of women feel during pregnancy, and it can cause numbness and tingling all the way down through the leg, and can just be overall very uncomfortable. So this is a wonderful stretch to help release that piriformis muscle and hopefully help relieve some of that discomfort that you'll feel with sciatic nerve pain. Go ahead and take a deep inhale. If you're on your elbows, push up to your hands. And then go ahead and bring that front leg back to meet your back leg, back in tabletop position. Go ahead and just bring your hips side to side. Now we're going to go ahead and go into the other side. So bringing that left knee towards the left wrist. Going deep into the hips, checking behind you both ways to make sure that your hips are in a line. If they're not, go ahead and pull the right hip forward, push back with the left hip. And then bring that front shin to where it feels comfortable. Go ahead and inhale, lengthen. And exhale. If you have the stretch, come to your elbows and then set your forehead gently down on the mat. Breathe deep into the belly here and really try to relax your body. So I notice that, I'm holding through my right glute. So just having that awareness and then releasing. It might take some practice. But once you have that awareness and you notice that you're holding, it'll be a lot easier to learn to let go. Right, take a deep inhale, push up to your hands. And exhale, bring that front knee back to meet your back knee. Go ahead and cross your ankles one over the other and gently guide your bottom over your ankles. You want that pillow or blanket to prop your hips up on. Go ahead and grab that. Great, come to a comfortable seated position. This is going to be our ending posture. When you are pregnant, you don't want to lay flat on your back because the baby will lay on your vagus nerve and that will decrease blood flow and oxygen to you and the baby. So it's not good to lay directly on your back. So we're going to go ahead and stay in an upright seated position and bringing your hands to your baby, or if you're not pregnant, just gently laying them in your lap. Go ahead and bring your shoulders away from your ears, sitting up tall and breathing deep. Noticing how your body feels after the releasing and all the stretching that you just did. I'm so proud of you for doing something for yourself today and for your well-being and helping out your body through this difficult time. It's difficult but very beautiful. You to sit here for a while and just feel yourself and feel your baby and just appreciate this gift that you are growing in your body and just how crazy this time period is. And at the end of it, you will have this beautiful human that you created it's just you and whoever else coming together and creating this child in a cosmic blissful blend. They're a part of you and a part of them, and that's something to be cherished. Now if you want to join me, go ahead and inhale, reaching your hands up overhead, palms together. Exhale, hands down to heart center. I want to thank you all so much for joining me today, whether you're pregnant or whether you're not. I look forward to doing more videos of this nature throughout the rest of my pregnancy to help myself and women who are either wanting to become pregnant or just want people who want to enjoy some gentle stretches. So with that, I hope you all have a beautiful, peaceful day. Namaste. Bo, come here. Bobo's gonna come say goodbye. Can you sit? Can you sit? Hey, seats. No, he's a little distracted, but he says bye.